Shalom, shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites and we come in week in and week out to teach our people, just like our brother here, the truth. So that we can enlighten the people, so that they're not in a docile state of mind and they're not following after the way of this world, which will lead them to death. Brother, the reason why you probably stopped here was because of this. Get me Proverbs chapter 20 and verse 24. Oh yeah, Salakia. Let me just give a quick shout out onto the Almighty, because to our brother for reminding me, and I say Barakatai Hawa, Barakatai Rashad, Barakatai Hawa, Barakatai Rashad. I Emmanuel, Shalom, Kwam Yasharallah, Kwam Yasharallah. That was us praising God in the Hebrew. That was us praising God in the Hebrew, which is our native tongue. The people which you see in that land aren't the real Jew. They are fraudulent people that took our heritage and tried to do something with it. But they're not nothing people, because they can't do nothing. But let me show you why he stopped today. Get that.
Proverbs chapter 20 and verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?
So it says man's goings is of the Lord. How can a man understand his own way? The Lord put you here and stopped you for a reason. For you to get this knowledge so that you can, grow up your hair, grow up your beard, and be a prosperous man in this truth. Because you thought you were just a black man, innit? But can I show you there's black people in the Bible? Job 30 and 30, Songs of Solomon 1 and 5. Get them for me, brothers. And Jeremiah 14 and 2. And get me Christ as well.
Job chapter 30, verse 30. Says,
Job chapter 30 and 30. My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burnt with heat.
But I thought Job was white.
My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burnt with heat.
So Job is confessing, saying, I'm a black person. Now, let's read Song of Solomon.
This is Song of Solomon chapter 1 and verse 5. I am black but comely.
No. I'm Caucasian.
I am black but comely.
So Solomon is admitting, I am black, I'm beautiful. Because beautiful, comely means beautiful.
That's right.
Now get me Jeremiah 14 and 2, and then get me Christ.
Jeremiah chapter 14 verse 2. Judah molded, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground.
So Judah is in mourning, the gates thereof are languished, but they are black onto the ground. Showing you that what are these people in our land right now that call themselves Jews? They're not the real Jews, they're Jewish. And the Bible will expose them. But first of all, get me Christ. And then we're going to get two scriptures, just two, that will expose them completely.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to shew unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
So as the Bible speaks of itself, it says the revelation, which means to reveal of Jesus Christ. Jump down to
Verse 13. And in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man.
So the midst of the candlesticks is the menorah, which represents the seven churches, which is the Son of Man. And who's the Son of Man? Good.
Clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
He had a long garment on down to his foot, and the paps with a golden girdle, like what the wrestlers get when they win a fight.
His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow.
So his head and his hairs were white like wool. Who has woolly textured hair on this earth? Like,
Come again.
who has woolly textured hair? Yeah, woolly. Yeah, like a sheep hair. So-called black people, because that's not what the Lord calls us. We'll get into that. But so-called black people don't have woolly textured hair like sheep. Exactly. So this is the revelation of Jesus Christ. So why is it portrayed that Jesus had dog stringy hair and was pale and looked like one of those people? Because it's a lie, it's white supremacy. That image is a fraudulent image. And that image was, get me it in Maccabees. Get me Maccabees and get me Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14. That image was a deception and was put up. That image is someone called César Borgia. And César Borgia was a wicked man. We've got an account of him. Well, just finish reading that Revelation.
Homosexual.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
So, what color is brass? Yeah, brass. Brass. Brass is like, you see a penny? That's the color of brass. But imagine you take that brass and put it in a furnace. What is it going to come out as?
I can't answer you right now.
But just so, the reason why I'm asking you questions is just that you know you're following along and like getting an understanding. But when you put anything in a furnace, because a furnace is like a hot oven. Brass, when you put brass in a furnace, if you put anything in a furnace, it will come out very dark. So that's the revealing of Jesus Christ. So Jesus Christ wasn't a cracker. He was an Israelite according to the Bible. But why is it that the Christian church has Christ as some Caucasian? When in the Bible it says he has feet like unto fine brass, and your feet is the same color as your body, innit? But let me get Maccabees first.
It's the book of 1 Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
So they laid open the book of the law. The book of the law is the Bible. So they saw that Revelations was written in it. And they couldn't change it. Because what was sealed by God is sealed by God. So they laid open the book of the law, which is the Bible, and sought to paint the likeness of their own images. And their own images is that guy. Is that Caucasian guy. And he ain't anything good. He's... Yes, we have yeah, but king, just like what you got on that cap, you're a king. And do you want to know how you can be it, how you are a king? Thank you. Alright. But, you know, hopefully our brother can get the understanding and the truth. Well, we hope, because we planted the seed and we hope that seed can flourish.
Isaiah chapter 44 verse 1. Yet now, hear, O Jacob my servant, and Israel whom I have chosen.
So this mashes down every other doctrine, because it says, hear, O Jacob my servant, and there's only one nation of people that is Jacob.
Right.
So when you hear these people talk about, oh, we're all one and all that, it's folly, it's stupidity, and it's just damn lies. They just do it to fraud you up. Because it says, Jacob, my servant, and Israel, who I've chosen. So God has a chosen set of people. God has a chosen set of people. And the chosen set of people consisted of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's
I don't
right.
know when Esau came and push up himself in here, when he was the Lord's sword. I don't know when Ishmael thought, oh, you know what, I'm part of God's chosen. You can't be part of God's chosen. The only way you'll be part of God's chosen is by the seed of your father. But these people in the land right now, in our land, say it's by the seed of your mother. What an utter madness are they teaching?
It's the book of Nehemiah, chapter 7 and verse 6 to 1.
Bring it out!
And these were that which went up also from Telemah and Telerisha and Shirah and Adam and Immer, but they could not shew their father's house nor their seed, whether they were of Israel.
So they couldn't show if they were of Israel.
Right.
These were people that were living in the land, but they weren't our people because they didn't have the father's seed that was of Israel, that was an Israelite seed.
That's right.
According to Numbers chapter 1 and verse 18. But continue on for that scripture.
Isaiah chapter 44 verse 2.
Bring it out!
Thus saith Yahweh that made thee and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou Jeshurun, whom I have chosen.
So he has chosen Jerusalem, and he says, fear not Jacob, because the Lord's with us.
Right.
When the Lord is with us, no one can come against us. No boy, no girl, no big man, no nation can come and rise against us, because we have the Lord with us. Continue reading on.
Verse 3. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thy offspring.
So the Lord, right now, what he's doing is pouring the water upon the seed. And
Right.
the water that he's pouring is his spirit. That's
right.
why you see camps popping up all around the globe doing the work of Yahweh.
That's right.
And that's what we come out here to do the works, to uplift our people and
right.
to show them that they are special. Especially our sisters, because our sisters have been downtrodden and downpressed for so long. They think they're some simple black women, and they've taken up this philosophy that, you know, I'm at the bottom of society and no one sees me as beautiful, when you're the most beautiful woman upon the earth.
That's
Right.
So this lesson is for our sisters. So get me Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 2.
This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 2. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman.
So the Lord says, I have likened the daughter of Zion, which is the daughter of Israel, to
Right.
a beautiful and to a delicate woman. That's why the daughter of Zion is so special. But this society portrays the daughter of Zion as nobody. But God wants the daughter of Zion to come back to the right mind. Because
Right.
the daughter of Zion has become very masculine, which I've realized. They want to be the one putting on the pants in the relationship, when they're supposed to be the one in modesty and in humbleness to their husband.
That's
Right.
Which is written in Titus chapter 2 and verse 3. Let's get it. Bring out your precept.
This is Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 14. Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord.
So the Lord wants us to turn from our ways, especially our daughters, because our daughters are very vulnerable in this society. Because look who they have portraying as, you know, their influencers. Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, all of these wicked people that are polluting the sisters' minds. We shouldn't be following after Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion just shakes up her bum, dresses it next to nothing, and pollutes the sisters' minds. The sisters shouldn't be following after these people. They should have good people showing them the way. That's why we're out here with the truth. We're not out here with no lies and no sexy red and no Megan Thee Stallion and these slimy ass people that don't have any of our daughters' intentions at heart. They do it for money, they do it for hire because the oppressor gave them a contract. Sister, come have a word with us, because, but anyway, you're not gonna listen. But we're gonna show you We're going to show our daughters of Zion that they are special people and they shouldn't be following after the influences of this world. I even heard that the Christianity pastor had a gathering where M24 was partying with them. M24 is a gang member and he's partying with righteous people, what they think are righteous people. How can you be a gang member and you're listening to gang member songs about killing your brother and sister, and you're partying with so-called righteous people? Showing you that the Christian church is a full house.
Right.
But who's got that precept for me? Titus chapter 2 and verse 3.
Titus 2 and verse 3. The aged woman, likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness.
So the aged woman, likewise, should be in behaviors become holiness, which is a set apart. Holy means to be set apart. The aged woman needs to show the youngest this is how life is supposed to be. For you to be modest, to love your husbands, and for you to be modest, for you to love your husband, and for you to honor him and serve him. Read on.
Not false accusers,
So,
not given to much wine.
so not to be false accusers, not to be here come carry go news, because that's what our people have been doing so far. That's why you have things like honey trap. When our sisters have become wicked, that they've gone and set up brothers to get them killed because of here come carry go news, because of rumors, because of lies, because of these things, because they haven't been taught the right thing. They've been taught to work on cars, to do all manner of evil. Read on.
Not given to much wine, teachers of good things.
Not given to much wine, literally and spiritually. Much wine is philosophies and things of this world.
Right.
And wine, literally, where our sisters can't be out here drunk. Because you don't know where you are and you're very vulnerable. Even for a man to be drunk is to be vulnerable, but imagine for a sister to be drunk. It's more vulnerable than that. But teachers of good things, so that they are taught good things, so that they can show our younger sisters good things. Not to be out here being thoughts and being all kind of manner of evil. Read on.
Verse 4. That they may teach the young woman to be sober.
So that they teach the young women to be sober-minded, so that they know who they are, so that they can continue on in the right way, so that they can get the commandments and do them and teach their children and teach other sisters too. Read on.
To love their husbands, to love their children.
To love their husbands and to love their children, because there was a account in the news where the sister left her children to go party. This is the wickedness that has come upon us because we have followed after the doctrines and philosophy of this world, which is that you're an independent woman, you can do as you like. You're an independent woman till you have to ask the nursery and for a nanny or your parents to come and look after your child whilst you go out partying. That's not an independent woman. That's a wicked woman that doesn't want to look after her children and that doesn't want to honor her husband and wants to kick the husband out of the house. Read on.
To be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands.
And obedient to their own husbands. Not to have 10 bag load of man upon you. Not to have a body count of 50 and all of this crap. It's to have one husband. Sisters. But we're going to continue in what's right for the Lord, because we have many powerful sisters that are written in this Bible. This Bible is written for our people, and there are many powerful sisters that did good works in this Bible.
Right.
And we're out here to bring out and big up these beautiful sisters, these beautiful spirits that did right for the Lord, and didn't come out here and dress in all kind of material and do some wickedness. Get me Acts chapter 16. Go on.
Acts chapter 16 and verse 12. And from thence to Philippi, which is the chief city of the part of Macedonia, and the colony, and we were in that city abiding certain days. And on the Sabbath we went out of the city by a riverside, where prayer went to be made. And we sat down and spake unto the woman which resorted thither. And a certain woman named Lydia, a seller of purple.
So this woman Lydia is a very righteous woman, because she saw the prophets were going out doing work day in and day out, and guess what she did? Read up.
Of the city of Thyatira, which worship God, heard us.
So she worshipped God. She wasn't out here being an independent woman. She was worshipping God. She had God as her husband, and she had God as her first thoughts.
His heart the Lord opened, that she attended unto the things which were spoken of Paul.
So she attended to the things that were spoken of Paul. So she set a place for the brothers to come and dwell, so that they could relax and be easy, because Paul was going out on very many missions and journeys to very foreign lands, and he used to travel far and wide. And Lydia gave him a place to reside, for him to, put his head down and rest because we all live in the flesh, and in the flesh desires many things. But she was such a righteous woman that she gave Paul a place to stay, and and the other people that were with him to stay. Read on.
And when she was baptized and her household, she besought us, saying, If we have judged me to be faithful to the Lord, come into my house and abide there. And she constrained us.
So she was righteous that she gave Paul a place to stay, and his people that were with him, so that they could abide and that they had a place to stay. So these are the women that God loves. These are the women that are righteous and holy unto the Lord. Not the sisters not these people out here today and doing things that are not righteous in the Lord, having a bag load of man and doing some folly, going to Pride Festival and doing some nastiness. The Lord wants women that are 10 toes down for him, 10 toes down for their husbands, because our women are very precious. Get me Genesis chapter 2 and verse 18. Bring out your please.
This is the history of Susanna. Verse 1. There dwelt a man in Babylon called Joachim, and he took a wife whose name was Susanna, the daughter of Celsius, a very fair woman and one that feared the Lord.
So this Susanna was a woman that feared the Lord. So she was doing things in righteousness. She was cooking for the righteous men. She was doing things that pleased the Lord, and she feared him.
Her parents also were righteous and taught their daughter according to the law of Moses.
So her parents showed her the way. Her parents showed her that she had to be in good humility for a righteous husband to take her up, and for her to be in good prosperity with the right man, because her parents taught her the right way. But now the parents of this generation are teaching our daughters to do as they please. That kicking out the man is good. That what I know is the Bible, and the Bible shows us.
Better than you. Let's talk about the Bible.
Okay, that's right. That's
Good
right.
or bad? Isaac on Mount
He
Moriah.
was a good man.
Or bad?
He was get me Genesis chapter 2 and verse 18, because there are many demons that dwell within our sisters, because they are very influenced by demons. So they will come and chat how I say please. But when God made the woman to be a helpmate unto the man, read Genesis.
Genesis chapter 2 and verse 18. And the Lord Yahweh said, it's not good that the man should be alone. I will make him an helpmate meet for him.
So the Lord made women to be a helpmate unto the man. Right. And that's what the women's duty is. To look after the children, to look after the household, so that everything can run smooth. But our sisters, you know, they've been indoctrinated in this world so long, they've been indoctrinated in the suffragette movement that they think they're independent, strong black women. When the Lord never ordained for you to be a strong, independent black woman.
For the woman, this is Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 12. For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of the soul and the spirit, and the joints and the marrow, and the discerners of the thoughts and the intents of the heart.
So that sister was chopped up by the word. She was chopped up because what we were bringing out was truth.
Right.
And these words are quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword.
That's right.
So these words aren't here to play about. They might hurt your feelings, but that's how it is. But they're also a healer. So this word is a sword that heals, and it also wounds. But it's for you to learn from that wounding, so that you can get to the healing. But that's what our sister failed to realize. Our sister was very prideful as she came up and just started chatting a whole bag of vain opinion. Bring out your piece.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 25 verse 17. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face, and darkeneth her countenance like a sackcloth.
Read that for me again, brother, please.
This is the book of Sirach. Sirach 25 verse 17. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face,
So
and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth.
So the wickedness, when a woman is wicked, you can tell because of her countenance.
Right.
If she's all bugged out, you can tell that she's had a whole bag of man riding upon her, and there's bad spirits that are within her.
Right.
Because when a man sows his seed onto that woman, she's carrying that spirit with her. So it's important that our sisters have one husband. That's why God set it up that way. And you can see in her countenance that if she's a wicked woman or if she's a godly woman.
First Samuel chapter 25 verse 3. Now the name of the man was Nabal, and the name of his wife Abigail, and she was a woman of good understanding and of a beautiful countenance, but the man was churlish and evil in his doings, and he was of the house of Caleb.
So Nabal was a man of evil. He didn't do which was pleasing in the sight of the Lord. But his wife Abigail, she did what was right. She loved the Lord and she put him first. She still served her husband even though he wasn't carrying on the right way, but she was obedient unto the Lord ultimately and to her husband still. So she was counted as a righteous woman, which David then took. Alright, so you see